while I do it. All right, OK, then bye. Well, what is this, then? I'm going to grab my own pussy.
OK, the rules of Pet in a Box are simple. You each have a box in front of you. One of these boxes has a pet in it, the other doesn't. The aim of the game is to end up with a pet in your box. Rob, in a moment, I'll ask you to look in your box. You will need to bluff your way through the game to ensure that you end up with a pet in your box. It'll be up to you, Aisling, to decide whether you keep your box or swap boxes with Rob, but you can't look inside your box. Let's play Pet in a Box. This is high stakes. All right, Rob, you can now look in your box, but you cannot reveal what the animal is.
OK.
OK. Aisling, you can't look in his box.
I'm not trying to look in his box, I'm trying to look into his soul.
I ain't a fucking pet.
He says it ain't a fucking pet.
It's an horrible spider in them.
If it's a spider, then, Rob,
Yeah.
Tell me this.
8 legs.
Describe the spider to us, Rob.
Yes.
Oh, it's a little black hairy fella, isn't it?
What type of spider is it?
Pretty big one.
See, now, I don't
I'd
think
say
you'd
it's
have to look the next time round, because you're like, oh, what is it? Oh,
It's
what is it? I don't think you'd have to keep on looking. You just remember once. You wouldn't have to keep looking in the box. Woody Jimmy. Woody Jimmy!
Could you stop calling me Woody? I'm just wearing a lot of makeup.
I think it looks like a tarantula-y one.
What, sorry? How's it pronounced?
A tarantula-y one. Well, how would you say something was tarantula-y? It's a tarantula, but I don't know if it is a tarantula, so it's a bit tarantula. Like, if something was horsey... I'm not a horse, but I look a bit horsey. It's a spider that's tarantula-y.
OK.
Do you think he's bluffing, Aisling?
I do think he's bluffing, James.
So you think you have the spider in your box?
I don't think it's a spider. I don't even think it's a goddamn spider, Jimmy. God, it's like Madame Tussauds. Put your hand in the box if there's a spider in there.
You do not have to put your hand in the box.
Put your hand in the box, Rob.
I don't have to put my hand in the box.
Oh, really? Oh!
Daddy said so.
You're being...
Dad said that I don't have to put the hand in the box.
I'm not his real dad, but I don't know how to tell him. I fucked his mum.
Wow, it's amazing you can say that to someone at work. Imagine that you worked at a post office. But there's a spider in it. I've told you from the start.
So does he have an animal in there? Do you want to swap boxes or do you want to keep your box?
Can I have your box, please, Rob?
OK, swap round? OK, all right. So, Aisling, you're allowed to look in your box, and if there's a pet in it, then you win.
OK.
You think there's an animal in there? Have a little look.
I do.
Lift that up. And have a look inside.
Yes! Yes! There's a spider in there!
The good news is you've won a spider.
First odd story of the first time, well, what I thought was the first time I met Liam from Bake Off.
Oh, my gosh,
But it was
I
not
remember
the
this.
first time I met Liam from Bake Off. So I am at Extra Slice. Liam comes up to me, and this is just after the #MeToo campaign started.
Where's this
Just
story
after that
going?
happened. Exactly. Liam comes up to me and goes, you showed me your bra once when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And everyone around me is like, and I'm like, no, I don't. What did I? How? What did I do? And then you were like, yeah, you lifted up your top and showed me your boobs.
Yeah.
And it's still, nothing is coming back, which is not always a good sign. And then he goes, yeah, we were in a TV show together and I played someone. You should have opened with that.
It was my pal that asked to see your tits for a $5.
Yes, in the show,
In the show,
Lee.
in the show.
In the show!
Fingers on buzzers. What else do the nation be talking about?
The Russians are invading Britain's Got Talent.
Yes. So this is a Russian contortionist act caused controversy when they arrived on Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah, I could do that. No, I couldn't. I feel like we could, like, Sarah, just let me under there for a second.
All right, then.
I feel like it's easy enough to, like,
Don't hit your
pretend you can, like... and then... Ta-da!
Basically, Aisling, I think that's what's going on there. They just cut around it.
Yeah.
Your shoe was so red and like beaky, it looked like something from the Muppets that we had a Muppet.
Oh, hello, old friend. How are you? All right, OK, then bye. So Ireland's got no talent.
OK, it's Christmas, so let's play a game. One of this year's top-selling games is Speak Out. The rules are simple. You put a mouthpiece in your mouth, and then you have to speak with it. It's pretty easy. Aisling, so if you put one of these in... Hang on, there's one for you. And I've got some phrases for you.
Oh, Jesus.
So all you need to do is read out these phrases. So if you go and stand over there by Roisin...
Step in the Christmas.
It's really... You have to suck at the street. OK.
Brad, James, Roisin, you've got to guess as many phrases as possible within the time limit. Your time starts now, Aisling.
OK. The horse looked... The horse kicked. Looked. Grandpa. Yes. Not very naughty. Very. Not very naughty.
Not very many.
Very haircuts.
Very many meerkats.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
No, not very naughty. Very.
This is the best thing that's ever happened.
Very nanny.
Not very many.
Mary. Meerkats.
Meerkats.
Time's up.
That was so funny.
Wow. I mean, obviously, Rob, you're going to have to do this.
I might need two.
OK. Wow. Here we go, people. OK, your time starts now.
Learning about the weather in winter.
It's really not fair. He can't read. Say it again.
Lining.
Not even close, mate. That's just noise. Lining.
Lining.
Whining.
Yeah.
Whining.
Ow.
But Jesus Christ.
Lining goes out.
It's so hot in here now. Okay. Oh, God. Turn on yourself.
Go to the next one. Go to the next one.
Ready?
Not even. Yeah. What? Rye bread.
You should have said that.
My belly
Hurts.
from jelly. Not a fish.
Time's up.
How many did we do?
You got no points. So the first phrase was whining about wet weather in winter. And the second one was my belly hurts from a belly flop.
Yeah, flop.
Not even close.
So Aisling's team, you got more, so you get a point.
Oh.
Yes.
Worst thing about cooking for your friends. What do you think?
The fact that your friends are there and you got to cook. Nothing better than a takeaway on your own, personally.
What do you think, Ashley?
Worst thing about cooking with your friends, I'd say it's like their dietary requirements. Like I have this thing with my friends where like my friend Rachel, she's like a bit finicky about food. And then Monica used to be a chef, so she gets really involved. Then Chandler always has something sarcastic to say.
The worst is when you chop up a chilli and then go for a piss. There's no pain like it. It comes in waves. Tell
me, what about you? What's the worst thing about cooking for your friends?
Having to wear a bra while I eat.
You're at home. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
My house.
Have you got a term for... In our house, it's free boobing.
I had 3 there for some reason. I don't know. I was so relaxed, the middle one dropped.
Finn, and that's the worst thing about cooking for your friends.
Gluten intolerance. If the cure for your disease is an aisle in Waitrose, it is not a disease. That's my opinion.
This might interest you as a fact. You know it's possible to be gluten-free and shut the fuck up. Do you cook for people, Toph? Do you ever cook?
Yeah, I do. I'm not the best cook, so I think what I don't enjoy is the lying that I have to do, because I deliver in the food and then decant it into the bowl. And
Decanting, you're so great.
When you decant it, do you mess it up a bit to go, oh,
Yeah.
a bit of a mistake?
Oh, yeah, you can't look too perfect.
Yeah.
But it also just makes you not enjoy the evening, so I just feel like a big fat liar.
We've had to do middle-class dinner parties because of my wife. And is the worst part sort of sitting there and resisting the urge to rip out everyone's throat and scream, what have I become?
It's like a Ken Loach film.
I mean, my friends are animals. Sometimes I just lob a lump of meat in a garden and let them fight over it.
Go on, let's get some answers on this.
Doing the dishes, that's my guess.
That is the exact right answer.
Is it? Oh,
Yes, the worst thing about cooking for friends is washing up after.
What is Love Island?
Oh, it's like a game show. It's a bit like Pass a Parcel, but the parcel is always a dick.
Well, talk us through the rules of engagement here.
There's like, say, 5 gals and 6 guys, and they have to... Oh, my God, I love the show so much. They have to couple up at the start, and then there's 1 guy spare. And then over the course of the week, he has to try and sort of lure one of the gals to be his gal, and then the other guy will be voted off. And they all have to sleep together in the bed for the... I mean, it sounds really dark. They're forced to sleep together while we, the nation, watch it.
But they must get bored of shagging. Because it's just constant
Do they
shagging.
actually shag?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, they do.
I'm shocked. This is television.
Yeah, this is when
It's
you're
on
on.
TV.
This is what I'm watching when you're doing your thing. What's mental is, though, like now, if you go to an old people's home, it's sort of, oh, that's Freddie, he served in Normandy. But what's going to happen when this generation gets to that age? Oh, see her over there? She got fingered by Callum Best in Fiji.
Phil, have you seen Love Island?
I used to live with Ian Sterling, who's the narrator on Love Island. So Ian's gone from the most sexless house in Britain to the most sexful house in the world. I watched a bit, I try and support my friends. But no friendship is that strong.
Do you know Ian Sterling? He's a comedian, and he's the guy. What's his accent? His
Scottish.
accent is
Scottish.
and now in Love Island, they're about to start the fingering game. Whoever fingers the most will be this week's king and queen and be immune from eviction.
Do they really have a fingering game?
They don't really have a fingering game, Gabby.
Actually, here's a fun fact. Fingering is the only thing I'm fast at.
You don't know where it's going to go. It's very exciting.
Imagine going in to clean the house. Oh, it'd be like that scene in E.T.
Yeah, if they go in there with one of those blue lights from CSI, it's going to be like Christmas.
I didn't know Jason Pollock was on it this year.
Jason Pollock.
Fuck!
Is he related to Jackson Pollock?
Shit!
Jason Pollock. You know Jason Pollock?
Jason.
I'm I'm actually looking forward to the spin-off. It's actually a disabled special called Cripples with Nipples.
I think it's okay when she says it. OK. Well, I can tell you the return of Love Island is not up there. But if you've never seen Love Island, the concept is very simple. 11 people enter a villa and then each other.
I hate food waste. I think it's the worst thing in the world. I'd eat things off the floor just to make sure there's no waste. I also hate mice. And one time, my flatmate, to catch a mice for me while I was asleep, left some peanut butter by the toaster with rat poison on it and a spoon. And I came downstairs the next morning and was like, oh, waste not, want not, oh. I had to go to hospital and get my stomach pumped. It shows how much I hate food waste and also how easy I'd be to trap. But it's...
Krishnan, do you waste food?
I do waste food. I'm really bad. I'm a bit obsessive about the dates. So I'm always the one who looks at the date and it says it runs out on the 23rd, so I can't eat it. Because if it's off, then I might want to be sick or something. So,
Krishnan, you've been reading the news and all these stories about, you know, conspiracies too long. It's grand. Years ago, there was a flood in Honduras and a woman was in a tree giving birth to a baby. A helicopter came along and pulled her out of the tree as she gave birth to the baby, and she was put into the helicopter with the umbilical cord still attached, and they both survived. Your bag salad isn't going to kill you. I am for them getting rid of the advertising for children, but I actually put myself through university doing a McDonald's advert.
Oh, yeah.
And I was in this McDonald's advert where I had to basically horse my tongue into this young fella, who was kissing in Ireland, for like ages, then find €1 in his back pocket and go, and I'd spend that euro on burgers. And I was like, no one will see this advert, it's gonna be grand. There's one bus stop in the town that I'm from, and I ended up on the bus stop going, and then obviously someone wrote, oh, Aisling's a slut on it, which, you know, was a fair enough review at the time. But then, you know what my mother did? My mother went in the middle of the night with a bottle of Jif and a J-cloth and wiped it off.
That's a sweet story.
Isn't that a sweet story, Tom? Well, we've all had our struggles, babes.
Yeah, I know. I feel like actually there's a real affinity.
You know what, Aisling? She shouldn't have written it in the first place. It's her own fault.
It's a family business.
Fingers on buzzers, one more thing to get.
Oh.
What have you got?
Oh, it's the rice shortage.
Oh, yeah, that's been... Oh, no, that's not in... That's weirdly not in the top 5.
No, oh, no, that's next week. The NHS, another bizarre NHS government screwed up crazy initiative to stop people getting fatter. I didn't mean to say that sounds so judgmental the way I said fatter, didn't it? I mean, to stop people getting fatter. Because of the cost of obesity to the NHS is huge. I mean, really massive cost. Like, really, a big fat cost to the NHS. A big, blubbery, great, big, wobbly, lard-ass bill. The NHS is going to have to stump up to pay for all the obesity that people have got caught. They've caught it in their mouths and swallowed it.
What they've proposed is to try and help this problem that Sean has so eloquently and succinctly kind of put in a little nugget for us.
I think I got it across, didn't I?
You got it right over there. Is to give people vouchers as an incentive to lose weight. So you give them a £50 voucher, which I just think is absolutely ludicrous. It's like saying to an alcoholic, if you stop drinking, I'm going to give you £50.
I think the incentive thing's going to work, because I do that in my life already. I have incentives, like if I wash up, I then let myself play with fireworks.
If you were going to stop the obesity crisis, what would you do? What's your plan, John?
The problem is people don't care that they're going to die until they're dying. People haven't stopped smoking because of the little shitty pictures on packets or the little shutter doors. They've stopped smoking because there was a thing invented where they're still smoking, but they're not going to die of it. That is the only solution, is like e-scratchings and like, you know, a vaporised crisp.
I'm just glad booze and toffee apples aren't bad for you.
You are a warning to others, Joe.
The problem is addictive stuff in food, that it's making food is now like crack. What you want to do is you want to stick crack into the carrots. And then people are like, I can't get enough of these carrots. I've got to have some more hummus. People be robbing grannies to try and afford more hummus. You need to put crack in carrots.
Do you know what would sort out overnight?
Go on.
Ban lying. Morning fatso, that's it. Just no more lying. The main point of the issue, isn't it? It's about the NHS, the cost of the NHS. It's not actually worrying about the individual health of people. And I think we've actually got to a point now. There's a famous speech in Macbeth where he says, I've waded so far into the blood, I can't turn back, and I'll carry on. And I think we're at that stage with obesity, and there's no point trying to turn back. I think we should make people fatter so they have heart attacks sooner and they're not a burden on the NHS. So you'd have, like, you know, just in the street, just like custard pumps, and they just stop off and they just go...
My idea is a lot simpler.
What? Go on.
It's those gladiator travelators at the front of all chip shops. Let's see how much you want a sausage and batter, mate.
They're going for prevention rather than cure because, you know, people's, you know, there is growing obesity in this country. It's been caused by our sedentary lifestyles and, well, mainly the cause is bake-off.
You can't say that. I always think about a balanced diet. You know, if you take sugar and cakes and all that things out of a diet, then it's not balanced anymore. It's like, would you blame, you know, when there's
Excellent argument. I'll have another slice.
Anything in moderation is absolutely fine.
You can't blame the bake-off, though. I love the bake-off so much, Paul, by the way. And, like, the world is crumbling around us. Nothing we can do. ISIS are taking over the world. There's Ebola on the rise. Kim Jong-un is just going to blow us all to hell, and the Americans won't do anything about global warming, neither will the Chinese. There's nothing we can do, and sometimes all you want to do at the end of the day is just sit down and watch Mary Berry stick her tiny little teeth into a little biscuit and go, maybe, just maybe, we're all going to be all right.
Aisling, do you want to have a go because I'm frightened?
Yes.
OK, there you go.
Oh,
you grab him. Oh, this is dignified.
It's massive. It really is.
Oh, my... Are you sure that's
not
not
the fucking hair, man. Stick that on. And you have to hold the hand right out, otherwise, otherwise he bites your face off.
Oh, my
He's
God.
the dream.
Oh, my God, hello. Is it a girl or a boy?
It's a
or
girl,
does it not
Holly.
identify as either? Please don't shit on me. Oh, oh my God.
Oh, he likes you. Look at that. He's looking right down the lens.
Stroke it. No.
OK, Aisling, presidential look, please. Blue steel.
I'm going to grab my own pussy. So beautiful.
Best way to make a good first impression.
Stay flaccid. You live and learn, Jim. And when I meet someone fully flaccid, I swear by it.
It's a little bit of a compliment if I was to meet someone and they got a straightaway boner. I was like, oh, thank you.
I think we've found the best way to deal with. If anyone ever gets flashed, it's a horrible thing if you get flashed in the park or anything. It's kind of gross. But I think
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you said that to a flasher, because normally if they flash and you panic and get scared, run. If you went, oh, that was great, do it again. You've switched the power, and now they're performing for you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Make
Do
it
it
rain,
again.
baby. Make it rain.
Take your hiking boots off.
I got flashed on the New York subway, and like I was so like it was my first time away from home, and this man just like went, "Hey, how you doing?" and he took out his penis, and I couldn't believe it was like in a movie about America. I was like, bah! And he got so annoyed. He went, "Fine then," and walked away. And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I upset that poor man."
It's like a lost art flashing now, isn't it?
It's like a lost art.
It was massive.
No, hear him out.
Yeah.
No, hear him out. It's got a point to make.
This isn't just a sweeping statement, Jim.
Yeah, go on.
In the 80s and 90s, it was massive, and it just went out of fashion, isn't it? It's obviously illegal.
No, it's the dick pic. The dick pic has ruined it for good old-fashioned, have the decency to whip it out on a train or jump out of a bush.
I think if I got flashed, ever...
Tom, I don't think you're the desired target. I'm going to find the biggest geezer in the country.
That feels like more of a dad. Do it with him, he'll like it.
OK, how do you make a good first impression?
I don't know, Jim.
So let's say when you were, your footballing career, when you turn up in Stoke as a player, you arrive at a new club.
I turned up at Stoke on crutches. I just recently had a cartilage operation.
So you turned up on crutches,
limped towards the door, and
signed.
And signed, yeah.
I mean, that's a maverick, isn't it? Signing someone and going, well, he can't walk, but I reckon if you put him near the goal, he'll be all right.
That was the best they saw of me.
What do you think, Aisling? Best
Strong
way?
handshake. Strong hand, like, because when you go in and you're like, give us one there, Tom. Yes, mate. There's nothing worse than like someone goes, do this. Hi. Oh, it makes me sick.
Aisling, what do you think? Who are the most talked about people of the last 12 months?
Probably, it must be Meghan. I love her. Oh my God, I love her so much. More like Meghan Remarkable.
Very nice. She's amazing. I love her as much as the Daily Mail hate her for being black. You not like her?
I don't. I think she gets a lot of shit. She had her hair up in a bun, and they were like, no!
They went crazy the other day because she closed her own car door.
What?
She got out of the car and she closed the door herself, and they went, she's broken protocol.
It's just, I love that her attitude to the royal family is just a general... It feels like she's just going around shaking shit up. I bet you any money Meghan Markle is slowly taking things because she knows that they don't need old stuff.
Is she condoing the palace?
She's absolutely Marie Kondoing the palace.
Oh, and she's like, this doesn't spark joy. And they're like, that's Prince Philip, put it down.
Aisling.
Bonfire night.
Let's have that as a more enthusiastic guess.
Well, I can't really get too enthusiastic about this anti-Catholic festival where you burn a Catholic, Jimmy.
Wait, what? So people burn a person?
Yes.
I thought it was just fireworks.
No.
I'm enjoying this. I feel well clever.
So, Rob, explain...
Bonfire night.
Don't burn a person. Everyone burns their own person they make.
Right, I just thought it was about fireworks.
I feel like I'm on a night bus. Now, obviously, people celebrate with fireworks. Not everyone celebrates in the same way with fireworks. Take a look at this guy. He's taking it to the next level.
He's one of those lads who has no personality. You know, someone who tries too hard, and you're like, I bet you're no crack.
I'm not bothered about bonfire night. Don't bother me, because I have a fire going in my front garden pretty much all year. The only difference is like, bonfire night's a good night to get rid of evidence.
I prefer bonfire night to Halloween. I don't like it. Doesn't sit right with me. It's
No,
like,
why don't you like Halloween?
Oh, I love Halloween.
It's like Deliveroo for paedophiles, isn't it?
Let's see if Bonfire Night is up there. Yes, it's Bonfire Night. OK. Right, time for a quick bonus round. As Liam's here, we're going to have a cake decorating challenge. Rob, Aisling, to the cake decorating station. Now, your task is simple. Use the ingredients in front of you to create a cake that's a self-portrait.
Rob, you can definitely do a self-portrait. The shape and colour's exactly the same already.
OK. Here's what you're aiming for. This is a self-portrait I iced earlier.
Is that not just one of your spare faces, Jimmy?
And to make things more interesting, I will be electrocuting you as you ice the cakes.
Oh,
okay?
shit!
OK, so Liam and I will be judging at the end of this, as fairly as we can. You're up against the clock on this, so start decorating now.
OK. Come on, Rob! That's so anxious.
This is very therapeutic. Oh, my bloody...
It's so horrible.
Lads. I'm...
I'm two more away from emptying my bowels.
Oh, my God.
I thought that might help.
I'm going to Radcliffe down my leg in a minute.
Oh, Jesus, shit! Jimmy, now, you little whore. Oh, my God!
This is the most Irish I've ever seen.
Oh.
OK, 10 seconds to go, 10 seconds.
Can I take some of your bits?
We need more marshmallows for Rob's teeth.
OK.
Oh. Mine is actually looking brilliant. Ah, you little shit!
Let's take a look at your cakes.
So therapeutic.
You all right?
I don't know. I think I've thank Jesus.
I would say, actually, that was maybe the best swearing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
So, Rob, take us through your cake. Just turn it round there. OK, perfect. And let's take a look at Aisling's.
This is...
Aisling, can I ask, were you in the Mighty Boosh at some stage? Rob, could you hold that up against Aisling's face so we can see? I mean, it's pretty much identical.
Thank you.
Oh. OK, so, Liam, whose is the best?
Liam?
Yeah.
OK, so whose cake is the best?
Aisling?
Yes! Yes!
How's that lost?
Rob, your little face.
Oh, it's all right. It stayed intact.
One time there was this elderly man telling
what
me
did you
about
do?
it. It wasn't great, Jim. I'd had a few drinks and it was like in an Irish centre where there were a few elderly Irish people telling me their sad stories, and I love a sad story. And I can't read, well, I'm going to practice on you. I was like, I'd forgotten how much physical distance was between the two of us, and he was telling me about when he lost his wife, and I went, oh no, and I just put my hand straight down onto his old penis, and it was just, I mean, I kind of made his day, but I did feel guilty.
It's a classic comforting gesture.
Yeah, no. Ah, God, you poor lemon. Jesus. And how long had you been married? Oh, that's the worst.
I miss a little less
every
now.
day. Every day. Do you have pictures of her in the house?
I can hardly remember what she looked like.
Aisling, what do you think the nation have been talking about this week?
What do I think people have been talking about this week? At a guess, I think it might well be that Donald Trump became the 45th. Was it the 45th? Or
The 45th. 45th president.
The final.
The final president.
Definitely, that franchise is done.
The United States of America. I mean, in a way, it's positives, because I'm sure there are 8-year-old American boys who are like, finally, I get to see a white man become president in my lifetime.
Nick, what do you make of Donald Trump being
Well,
elected
listen,
president?
Jimmy, I had a feeling you might ask us about this. Now, this is a very emotive subject. People are getting very het up. So I thought I would prepare a statement just so that I could express myself in as clear-headed a way as possible about the US election results.
Excellent. That was good. Should we take a look at Trump's acceptance speech? Keep an eye on his son, Baron Trump, on his left.
To all Republicans and Democrats and independents across this nation, I say it is time for us to come together as one united people. I pledge to every citizen of our land that I will be president for all Americans, and this is so important to me. It's my honor. It was an amazing evening. It's been an amazing 2-year period, and I love this country. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I've got a similar mouth to Trump. I noticed it the other day. I'm not proud of it. Don't you dare go close up, but I've got a bit... similar mouth.
Yeah, you do.
Trump.
Do that and say it's going to be a beautiful wall.
It's going to be a beautiful wall.
I could be a little Baron Trump next to you.
Kathy, tell us, what do you think of Trump as president? Because everyone was worried the markets were going to crash and there was going to be turmoil. How come that didn't happen?
Well, he gave that speech, which was slightly more dignified than people were expecting, and so the markets, having been plummeting, sort of steadied a bit. I thought they were quite easily reassured, actually, because, I mean, when we first started reporting on Trump, it was really good for viewing figures because he was entertaining. It was all felt like a bit of a joke. And then, of course, it became a little bit more serious.
I feel sorry for Theresa May. She's got to have a special relationship with him. I'm excited that Boris Johnson's the Foreign Secretary because he's going to have to go and have a meeting with Trump. Just sort of walk in and go, Dad?
It was a bit of a, like, I think what surprised so many people, I'm sure maybe the same for you, Roisin and Kathy, about how many women voted for him. It was a right slap on the fanny. That it just... I mean, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, a real grab to the pussy.
It was really... I felt it held on to.
You've got to try and look at positives, haven't you, in times like this, where everyone's a bit worried and stressed.
Go on, what's the positive thing?
Yeah. Well, ladder sales have gone through the roof in Mexico.
Some people were delighted that Trump won, obviously. Take a look.
Well, see, Great Britain, America, see how we're hooking up now? We're going rogue and saying, you know, the people are going to take back control of our governance, really. We're going to be able to say, no, we don't want this globalism, and we can't be telling other countries, other nations, how to sweep their porches if we can't sweep our own yet. So we got to take care of what's going on here within our borders, just like you all have done.
A reminder there that it could be worse.
Towards the end there, I don't even know if she was speaking English. He just literally went, well, you don't be there, and it just sounded like, that sounded like evil, just leaking. Just like, oh, immigrants, bye.
But you know when she said going rogue, we're going rogue, I mean, if I said we're going rogue, that would be like a nice sort of drive in the countryside. When Sarah Palin says it, it makes you wonder, what does that mean?
It's like machete and bear attacks.
Yeah, if I say I'm going rogue, it's a 4-hour rectal probe at Heathrow. That is entirely the luxury of white people to walk around being like, oh, guys, I'm going rogue.
What was that noise there?
That was Homeland Security. They're going to take a hit out on me, Jimmy.
Where did it go wrong for Hillary?
Hillary wasn't the ideal person that we get excited about. She wasn't a woman who got people really excited.
She weren't fit enough.
Well, Joey...
Joey. She's a grandmother.
Yeah, she's 69 years of age. She's kept herself well.
From her pictures, she looks all right. I see her when in America, and I see her like live on TV, and she didn't look all right.
But she's what about Donald?
Fitness.
I mean, does Donald do it for you?
Donald?
Is he fit?
Oh, he don't do nothing for me. I mean, I don't even know him, you know what I mean?
Joey, do you only vote for people you know?
I didn't vote. I couldn't vote.
No, because you've got to draw an X and be able to write. OK, one of the things that surprised everyone was when Trump won, his acceptance speech was quite gracious, and Hillary Clinton was incredibly gracious in defeat. Take a look.
Last night, I congratulated Donald Trump and offered to work with him on behalf of our country. We must accept this result and then look to the future. Donald Trump is going to be our president. We owe him an open mind and the chance to lead. With respect for our differences, strength in our convictions, and love for this nation, our best days are still ahead of us.
She didn't do that as soon as she knew she'd lost. She did it, like, what, 15 hours later. And I really, really wanted her to come out, like, in a nightgown, like in a dressing gown, with a glass of white wine, going, well, fuck this shit, I'm out. That would have been...
Aisling, have you surprised a lover?
I mean, one time in my 20s, I was going out with someone. We've been going out with someone for a few years, and it was Valentine's Day. And I thought it'd be funny to kind of like do some hair removal. His name began with an S. And as I got out of the shower, I was looking in the mirror going, Aisling, you absolute legend. And then I was like, oh, why can I see S in the mirror? Oh, I'd done it the wrong way around. It was a surprise, though. It was S for surprise. Yeah.
S for super vag.
Good points. Aisling's team, what do you think the nation have been talking about?
I think people might have mentioned the election results, Jim.
So the results have just come in as we're recording this, quite exciting. The exit poll has predicted a hung parliament with no party gaining an overall majority. So, obviously, we're recording this last Thursday. This goes out on Tuesday, so it'll probably be sorted in the next couple of days. But no one's clear this evening on what's going on.
Can I just say that a hung parliament sounds like the least sexy porno I've ever heard?
Can I just say this?
She called an election! She didn't get the majority!
Do you know who I was really sad about, and I'm sure this is the same for you, Kate, was Harambe. Poor El Harambe died, Harambe the gorilla.
A kid fell into his enclosure, and so they thought, logically, shoot him. I would have shot the kid. You fell in there, mate. That's natural selection. Unlucky. He wins. Is it just me, or is Harambe quite hot?
It's not a gorilla, but that's not, Kate, you're the animal expert. That's not a classic, like, I would expect it like this, but, like, that's sort of like...
No, that's a confident gorilla.
That's a sort of like an album.
Why are his sleeves a different colour to his trousers?
Sleeves! He looks like he's wearing a tank top, which is never a good look on a man.
Oh, he can pull it off, though.
But he can pull it off.
I like that I was weird for having a necklace of a unicorn fucking a panda, and now we're all talking about shagging a...
Harambe's
Harambe.
He's, look at him. Look at him, he's all strong. You know, you come home and you tell him about your sad, and you're like, I don't know why she was being really bitchy today, and I wasn't even fair, because like, she's just being passive-aggressive, so she wasn't even saying anything. He'd be like, baby, I know. You're a strong, independent woman. You don't have to worry about that. And I'm like, OK, Harambe, thanks, babes. It's a very British attitude, though. I'm always amazed by funerals here. Like, everyone in Ireland goes to anyone's funeral. It doesn't matter who. Like, even the local paedophile gets, like, 100 people easily at the funeral.
That's because you just go for the free drink.
Go on.
Kylie Jenner, one of the Kardashian crew, youngest ever self-made billionaire.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it?
And all 3 lipsticks. It's not self-made, is it? Like, she's from a really rich family.
What, Kim did the sex tape?
Yeah, exactly. Well, the whole family is like a Game of Thrones thing. It's all these weird characters with weird names. And we only started watching it because there was sex in it. And now, now we're all just weirdly into it.
Like, to say that she's a self-made millionaire is like me opening a jar of Dalmio, pouring it over pasta, and saying I'm a self-made chef.
I didn't know which one she was, but I did some research. Her half-sister is Kim, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's the one with the massive ass.
Correct, yeah.
And she's had butt implants.
No, but she did an X-ray, and on the X-ray, obviously a massive fan over here, and she didn't have things in her bottom.
I saw a different video where things were injected.
I don't get the butt implant thing. I mean, it's window dressing, isn't it? The real problem with the arse is the constant shitting, isn't it? I mean, you've still got to shit. You're spending 30 grand on getting these, you know, silken, gossamer, milky cheeks. You're still shitting out of it every day.
You know what? I love a good shit. Sometimes it's only a bit of solace.
I know, look, there's nothing better than being regular, Rob. I'm just saying.
Back to Kylie Jenner.
I admire anyone who's owning their own business and not just sitting back and doing money. In my family, there's one instance which I really respect. My uncle, who has always been a good businessman, but when he was a kid, he used to bring homing pigeons to farmers' markets, and he used to sell them at the different markets. And then that night, the pigeons would fly back. And he'd go and resell the same pigeons. I will say I thought that was clever.
Imagine being a billionaire at 21. I mean, at 21, all I cared about was football. I reckon I would have bought Thierry Henry and just put him in my garden. Just have a kick about.
Well, I can tell you, Kylie Jenner is not one of the most talked about people of the last year.
I remember as kids, we went on the Alien, the E.T. Ride in Disney World.
Ooh.
And we got to sit at the front, and these Americans were like, "And what are your names, honey?" And we were completely sunburned because Irish people shouldn't be taken out of the country. And we were like, "We're Aisling and Sinead." And we went on, and as it recorded our names down, and then towards the end it went, "Goodbye, Aisling and Sinead." It was great crack, though. The amount of effort we put in, you'll never actually know. You're curling your eyelashes, you're dyeing your skin, you're plumping up your boobs, you're pulling on your Spanx,
Yes, we
you're
are.
getting at the hair, you're doing the hair here, you're downstairs, hacking away, trying to get rid of it so someone can get their head in there. You're doing all this stuff. Then you come downstairs and you go, "Well, how do I look?" And he's like, "Well, you always look beautiful to me." And you're like, "Fuck you!" People are really worried about his role in America and his burgeoning relationship with Donald Trump. And people are like, "Oh, God, should we be using Nigel Farage to be in touch with Donald Trump?" Yes, the law of the forest is if you come across what you think is a poo in the forest, you don't use your fingers to touch it, you use a shit stick. And Nigel Farage is our shit stick for going in to talk to Donald Trump. That's what he is.
Aisling, have you got a party trick?
Yeah, I mean, I'm very good at hula hooping.
Excellent,
but
OK. Got a hula hoop?
I mean, I say I'm good.
Come on, let's have it, come on.
Let's see, come on.
Let's have some hula hoop
Well, I just don't want everyone to think of me as a sports person.
I think we'll probably be all right.
Wait. I don't want Gabby to be like, "Oh, I'm shitting on her dreams" or anything like that.
It's like Britain's Got Talent.
Come on, Ireland. Here we go.
The thing is, though, I don't think I've ever been to a party with enough space to do that.
Hang on, keep it going. We need a big ending.
Okay.
I'll jump down through it.
That is onto the...
Oh, this is definitely going to work.
Oh, God.
3.
I think the next generation of Paralympics. Wow. OK, fingers on buzzers. What else have people been talking about this last year? What do you think?
It's been a bumper year for the Grim Reaper. There's been a lot of celebs dying or notable people dying. For me, the saddest was Paul Daniels when I saw his funeral. It was so sad the way they cut his coffin in half. And then separated it. Just the legs dangling out.
Top thing that makes you nervous. What do you think?
Vaginas. I'm always a bag of nerves near a vagina. I've never seen anyone totally chilled out by one.
I often feel like if you come out as a gay man and then you're like, "Yeah, I roughly know what's going on here," because you know if you go into a house and you see taps and you're like, "Yeah, I'd taken with it," like some bits work differently, but ultimately it'll take you 2 seconds and you'll know how to get the water out. But I feel like vaginas are a bit more like hand dryers. You're always like, "Oh, no, is it? Yeah. I don't know. I'll just do it myself. Just do it myself."
Aisling, obviously, I've got you a gift. Here you go.
To Aisling from Jimmy.
OK, if you sort of lift it out, if you step round the front and step into it...
What?
The elves will help.
Thank you, elves. Or my brothers, as I call them. The whole family is here.
It's pretty good. It's an inflatable unicorn.
What? So how do I...
Okay, so if you pull that up around your waist, tuck in the back of that. Yep, perfect. And inflate.
Oh! It's a little pony!
It's a unicorn.
That's what it blows. Oh, God, I can feel the air going up my... Oh! It's not the only thing it's inflating.
It looks like you're really enjoying yourself.
Is this what it's like to be a man all the time? All right, ladies! Yes, sir! Oh, yeah, rule the world! Don't even have to do anything, yeah! I can say what I want, grab him by the pussy, doesn't matter, I can still be president. Thank you. Well, Jimmy, I didn't want to leave you without a present.
Right.
I was working on a little painting, actually, and it's...
You've done us a picture.
It's just something for your mansion. It's just a little painting. It's just something I did from memory, and it's just a little Christmas
I think you've got the wrong JC in the manger, but I like it. I think that's the way it should be.
Yeah. Ting. Ting.
Actually, arguments in your house. What's the biggest argument?
The pronunciation of muesli. My mother says muesli, Sarah, every single time.
We
muesli.
are always fine about that in my house.
How do you say it?
Cornflakes.
She goes, do you know what I like now, Aisling? Muesli. Muesli, Mammy. There's like a pretend Y there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Muesli. No. Muesli. Muesli. No, Mother.
My mum says humus.
So does mine.
Oh, my God,
we're sisters. Support group.
Okay. Should we have a bit of a marathon challenge?
Oh, yeah, go on.
Rob, Aisling, OK, what I've got for you here, I've got pedometers and a number. OK, numbers on, and then pedometer on, I think, probably forehead. And then what we're going to do is give you 90 seconds to do as many steps as possible. Whoever wins gets a bonus point.
Come on, Rob.
OK.
Oh, God.
All right. OK, so your time starts...
Can I just say I have no sports bra on, so this could go very right.
As many steps as possible, by any means necessary. Good luck, the marathon challenge.
I'm going to Irish dance.
We're going. Yes! OK. Are you Irish dancing the marathon? There's going to be some chafing. Rob?
Don't hold your tits, you'll be fine.
Energy.
I don't want to mess up your makeup.
You guys smash it on the floor as well.
Feel a bit weird doing this, if I'm honest.
I feel like that's going to be a meme, Jimmy.
10 seconds to go. OK. Time's up. OK, take a seat. OK, so I've got Aisling.
Thank you very much.
No problem at all. Rob? Cheers, mate. OK. That's what I need warming up in here.
I needed my highlights done anyways.
This is actually what they use for my teeth when they do a filling.
OK, so how many steps did Aisling get? 136. How many did you get?
156.
No!
156. Rob has the win. Although, if we're giving points for style, I think the Irish dancing your way around a marathon was pretty good.
I'm not blaming my boobs, but I would like a rematch where you held two, I'd say, small melons. And see how we went again with just weight.
I'll swap you 2 melons for a chipolata and a couple of hazelnuts.
I feel like I'm at a very strange auction here and I'm not comfortable.
Do you know what really depresses me is that following @POTUS, which is the word for President of the United States, on Twitter is so lovely and life-affirming because Obama's been running the Twitter. So now Donald Trump is going to take over the Twitter account. Can you imagine, like, the tweets are going to go from just had a really positive meeting with Iran to I think Miss Southern California is a whore, hashtag women are whores. It's just... And then Melania Trump is going to be taking over Michelle Obama's one, but then she'll just copy and paste all her old tweets.
It's Melania who I worry about, because she must be looking at the Oval Office going, another room that I've got to pretend to come in.
Can I show you a thing I've invented? So, like, say, James, give me a tap on the shoulder there, like we're in a bar or something like that. Just give me a... Oh, hello, James. How are you? Well, what What is this then?
Christmas brings out the worst in you.
I really do. You know what? You're too young. Yay!
What do you think, Aisling?
Do you think you know, Sarah?
Oh, I was just going to say, you know the supermoon?
The supermoon?
The supermoon brought on my period a week and a half early, and I'm usually late.
I got a nosebleed as well. Do you reckon it's connected?
Yes. Of course it's connected. What else could it be?
That is an incredible photo, isn't it? But I mean, there were so many good photos. There's this one as well. Aisling, did you take this one?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Well, I didn't know I was a photographer, or a scientist for that matter, until I captured this just in my back garden on my phone. And I sent it to National Geographic, and they haven't come back to me yet, but...
They've probably got their periods.
I think your picture is a picture of a streetlight. That's a streetlight behind a tree.
Let me put my glasses on. That's... You know what I've gone and done? I've taken a picture of a streetlight. I have. I've taken it. But that's your friend from Made in Chelsea, isn't
with a great
and
body.
he's going to be the best man at Pippa Middleton's wedding. But she, controversially, hasn't asked Kate to be her bridesmaid, because you know that's like revenge is a dish best served cold. I bet you any money Kate would rock up in like assless chaps and be like, now watch me work! And be like...
Aisling, what biggest teenage regret? What do you think?
I'd say a fashion mistake. It must be a fashion mistake.
Did you? What was your worst fashion faux pas in your teenage years?
Oh, I had bleach blonde hair for 10 years. Orangey bleach blonde hair.
Did you?
Yeah, that might...
We've actually got a photo.
No, you don't really. No, you don't. No, you really don't. Do you?
OK, so biggest teenage regret. It's less to do with you, it's more to do with other people.
Steal a car.
What were you obsessed with?
Samantha Fox. I was obsessed with Samantha Fox.
Samantha Fox.
Well, it turns out you were barking up the wrong tree there, but God bless you.
Is it caring too much about what other people think of you?
That's exactly the right answer.
Yeah.
Yes, the biggest teenage regret is worrying about other people's opinions. I never worry about what people think of me. If I did, I'd probably dye my hair every week and have my teeth painted white. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. It's our panellists' job to guess the British public's top 3 most popular talking points. Aisling's team, what do you think the nation have been talking about this week?
Article 50, my head is sore. I think basically the MPs voted in favour of triggering Article 50, but that's just an advisory vote, not legally binding. So was the referendum, that wasn't legally binding. So now it's gone to the Supreme Court, and they're going to debate it out and vote on whether that vote should go ahead or not. And if they don't vote in favour of the vote, then there has to be another vote on that vote. So I'm just really glad after the vote on Brexit, we're way out of the complications of the EU, because everything's so much simpler now.
So most people find tattoos attractive. True or false? What are you going to say?
I think it's false.
You think it's false?
Okay.
Oh, see, I want to go true.
You're going to say true, I'm going to say false. But you have
But then I'm around them more. I see them all the time. I'm like, good tattoos are quite attractive.
You also said you sort of hinted you would do Ed Balls as well, so I don't think we can trust you.
I wasn't going to do him. I was just going to like take him out, teach him how to twerk or something.
Can you do it?
Yeah, I can.
Can you?
Yeah.
Go on, give us a go,
mate.
Paisley.
Can we see it?
I don't know if you're going to see enough booty movement in the jeans. So step 1 is like you spread your legs. Step 2, you drop it low.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, you drop it low,
Step 3, hands on your knees, and then you just go up and down.
What? I feel like I don't have enough junk in my trunk to get
I've got too much
wobbling.
junk in my trunk, darling. There's loads there.
I mean, I just don't. I've no art. I've just like it's just sort of like.
No, you've got enough. You've got enough.
Like I'm sorry.
You haven't followed the steps, babe. Step 1, spread them.
I mean, if you go out and show her, please. Yeah, sure. OK, let's... Well, a little demonstration.
You've got to give them some...
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Step
right,
2,
okay,
drop it
2.
low.
Yeah,
Drop it low.
Like you're busting a
I feel
squat.
like something might fall out.
Hands on your knees, and then it's all here.
God, my back. Yeah.
Just give it a little
Can I hold my back while I do it?
And that was, OK. So most people find tattoos attractive. True or false? What are you going to say, Rob?
I think we're going for true. I'm sorry, but
You're going for true? OK.
Majority rules.
What are you going to go for?
What do you think, Joe? Whatever you fancy. I've been a
Ooh,
girl.
chicken and chips.
I'm gonna Yes from Joe.
What are you saying?
True, we did.
False.
Oh, no, we mean false.
You're going false, you're going
False.
true. I can tell you the answer is false. Only 41% of people find tattoos attractive. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here's your question. Top sign you need to grow up.
I still push Lego up my nose. I like the feeling.
Aisling, do you miss anything about being a child?
I miss the games we used to play. There was this one great game we used to play, which is called Where's Daddy Gone? And that was good because it went on for up until now, actually. When you look at what 2016 has given us, Donald Trump got elected, it feels like the world's at war, the refugee crisis is escalating, Mary Berry's off Bake Off Fred, they changed the size of Toblerone's Fred. It feels like 2016, what have you got left for us? We've 1 month left. Will Postman Pat come out as a paedophile?
The things his cat would have seen.
Watching the news at the moment, like, I finally understand watching football, because night after night, I feel like I'm watching like this, going, oh, come on! Get off the news!
Aisling.
Well, it's actually been the big story that everyone's been talking about. Never mind the election, Jimmy. They've only changed the shape of Toblerones! What?
This is genuinely upset an awful lot of people.
Upset, so, I mean, I couldn't believe the reaction over it. Though I'm partial to a Toblerone because when I go on holidays, I don't really tan, and so when I come back, I've no way of showing people that I've been away. So what I do is I took a little Toblerone under my arm, and then people are like, oh, have you been away?
Here's the new and the old Toblerone. Take a look. I'll pass that over.
Yeah.
Oh, no. There you go, have a look. So that's the new one, that's the old one. So they've basically taken out one of the triangles.
Do you know what it looks like? It looks like the
thumb.
stinger on police camera action.
This was always my favourite thing. This was always my, like, oh, what?
Do you know, are you getting the whole...
And was really popular at secondary school.
That's it.
What are you saying?
I love it, yeah.
Is this what it looks like when you look at my face?
Would you rather have a robot or a dog that could talk to you?
A dog that could talk to you.
Jamie, of course.
I know, it's just a question. It was
Jamie, it wasn't just a question.
Would you want to...
Yeah, I want the dog. Get me the dog.
Dog, yeah, get us a dog.
Get you the
Jamie,
dog.
you've loads of money, get us a dog that can talk.
What about a dog that can only say arseholes? So it just goes around going, but like, it's crystal clear. Arseholes.
I feel like it would probably look a bit like you, Joe. Like, it would sort of, like, the dog would sort of look a bit like this. Like, look how cute that would be, and just says arseholes. Do it again.
Arseholes.